So, Goku and Ben 10 in another dead battle like analysis on YouTube. This should be fun. Hello there, lovely viewers. What is up? Max from Facts and Fiction, with another video. You've read the title, but I want to make some things clear. The aim of the video isn't supposed to get any fan of Dragon Ball Super to feel any negative emotion towards Ben 10. I've seen the debate, and I do think that some of them are pretty dumb. Luckily, there are some that aren't as toxic, since both fandoms can respect each other depending on the person. So, why did I make this video? Simple, it's because I found the idea entertaining. In nearly every debate about these two characters, it has always sounded talks that only Alien X stands a chance against Goku. Of course, I disagree, hence why I made this video. I really think there are aliens in Ben 10, besides Alien X, that can fight and defeat Goku. So, with that said, let's begin.
Number 4.
Toepick. This alien is a special one, in which he is the combat type or more of the psychological type. Blessed with the ability to scare his foes, he's able to severely stun his enemies just by having them look at his face. This is done because Toepick taps into the primordial fears locked in every being's subconsciousness and primitive brains. So far, it has only been stated that bad guys such as Marvel and Degen are immune to it, since they have seen a lot worse. Now you could argue that Goku has seen worse, but considering he has seen him scared on a number of situations, I highly doubt that. He showed legit fear when Kid Buu was destroying the earth. And I don't know about you, but should that be more than enough to say that he has seen worse and thus shouldn't be scared? No, not really, because we see him briefly scared of Jiren later on in the Tournament of Power. Then there are times when Chi-Chi's video alone has scared him as well. I know the latter is for comedy, but considering it's kind of canon, I'm including it. By the way, Goku's fear of needles doesn't count since it isn't canon. Anyway, Toepick does have some impressive feats, which makes me believe he'll have a better chance against Goku. Toepick was able to defeat Zombozo, a being who feeds on fear itself, and Siphon, who had the power of a Dwarf Star. I should also mention that the Dwarf Star was later used to revive the Analog, you know, the thing that can destroy or recreate a universe.
Number 3.
Pesky Dust. His power is to make people sleep. I know, it's not so exciting, but it's very effective. The dust Pesky Dust releases seems to attack a person's nervous system, so for anyone who believes that Goku will be immune, I would like to refer to you the fight between Goku and Frost. Though it was just a needle and poison, Goku's nervous system was affected severely, as you can see here. As such, he was left vulnerable against Frost despite being a Super Saiyan. So in Pesky Dust's case, he can simply make Goku go to sleep, as well as manipulate his dreams to make him think that he's still fighting or living in a nightmare. But there is one problem with this. Goku is speculated to have better defenses, so really I have to question if Pesky Dust can bypass this or not. Of course, this doesn't mean that Goku would win. There are some people who sleep but never dream. So really, Pesky Dust wins this either way.
Number 2.
Right, Gutrot.
Gutrot is an alien which can make any chemical he wants and release them as gas. Can he defeat Goku? Absolutely. I doubt Gutrot will have any problem figuring out Saiyan biology, because from what we have seen from the original Dragon Ball, DBZ and DBS, the Saiyan bodies function almost as similar as humans in some way. The only exception is the fact that 1. Their appearance remains the same until they are 80. 2. They can turn into great apes when they look at the moon. 3. They are born with monkey tails. 4. They are naturally stronger and faster than the average human being. Saiyans still need oxygen to breathe, though it's likely that their lung capacity is better than any human on the show. However, Gutrot won't have a problem with this. Keep in mind that the alien's gas affected Waybats, who are, well, giants with giant lungs of their own. So in a fight against Goku, Gutrot can simply concoct a special poisonous chemical and douse Goku with so much gas that it will affect his lungs in seconds. Then Goku can die from suffocation or other painful means. But if Gutrot didn't want to kill him, he could just make the necessary chemicals needed to knock him out. So before presenting the number 1, here are some honorable mentions. These are aliens that I think have a chance against Goku. However, their chances of a win isn't as high as the aliens I listed.
You want Ghost Freak? You got it.
He can fly, become intangible and invisible, as well as possess any living being. Because he doesn't have what DBS defines as ki, he can't be tracked by Goku. But at the same time, he probably can't possess Goku due to the Saiyan's willpower. So if he were to win, he would have to use his invisibility and intangibility while Goku's guard is down and attack Goku's vital organs. Do not bring hate into this. The way he became intangible only worked because of his time dimension. Gotrot is different. His power is almost similar to Gotrot, except for the fact that he can create fights in any way he wants. However, if he was to beat Goku, he'll have to strike when the Saiyan's guard is down. Personally, I don't think Goku can fight him when he's intangible, but he can sense his ki and does predict his movements. This is why I said that Big Shield will have to attack him while Goku's guard is down. He can freeze Goku's insides and end him right there. But considering how Goku has beat some of the odds in some unexpected ways, this might be hard to pull off. Yeah, this guy is small and is probably Ben's weakest alien, but he does have an advantage thanks to his shrinking ability. In a fight against Goku, he would have to shrink to microscopic size, pass through Goku's sweat glands and attack his vital organs. But if his beams prove to be too weak, he can just change into way big or atomics, thus causing the Saiyan to explode into little Goku parts. However, this can only happen if Goku's guard is down. The Saiyan can sense his ki, so I do believe there is a chance that Nanome can fail. And finally, the top alien which Ben can use to beat Goku without Alien X is...
Clockwork?
Yes, I'm talking about the bulky mechanical alien who's slow on his feet. But here's the kicker. What Clockwork lacks physically, he makes up for it with his time powers. I'm sure right now hate comes to mind to some viewers and are already in doubt that Clockwork can beat Goku since Goku has beaten Hate's time skip already. Oh, and by the way, to those who don't know who he is an assassin in the show with the ability to skip time in some special ways. Anyway, in DBS we have seen both Goku and Jiren beat Hit when he used advanced versions of his time skip. Goku literally broke through a time dimension Hit made, and Jiren broke through his time cage, which supposedly froze him in time. Both of these are impressive feats. Added to that, Hit is known to improve himself as he fights, so most likely we'll have another skill when we see him again. But there is a reason why he shouldn't be used as a comparison with Clockwork. For one, Clockwork's powers isn't as limited as Hit. Also, though about the said Jiren has transcended time when he broke out of Hit's time cage, can we honestly say that Hit's time technique is on par with angels like Whis? I say this because Hit's time technique seems to also depend on his stamina. Thus, an opponent as strong as Jiren can beat him almost easily. And do not bring the time lag from the manga. If anything, it's weaker than the time cage. Another flaw with Hit is the fact that he learned how to manipulate time. And even then, it's shown time and time again that he doesn't know the full extent of this technique, which is why he developed the technique while fighting or off screen. Sure, it sounds amazing on TV and manga, but in comparison to Clockwork, it isn't much. When Ben transforms into an alien, he's already aware of the alien's abilities. This is because the Omnitrix/Ultimatrix naturally gives him the know-how. I'm not just saying this. It has been backed by one of the writers and shown in the series on countless times. So the same counts for Clockwork. When Ben transforms into Clockwork, he already knows what he can do. This was shown when he fought this space queen, immobilized his evil alternate counterpart, and when another version of himself with no experience with Clockwork was able to tap into his power and restore countless timelines. There are other examples with Clockwork, but I think you get the point already. So you can probably tell by this that Clockwork's time powers outmatches Hate's own time technique and his stamina. Oh, and remember when I mentioned that part about restored timelines? Yeah. Those timelines came with their own universes. All of this was done when they were destroyed by the Chronosapian time bomb, which is pretty much a multiversal weapon when you think about it. So you can see from this that Hit doesn't even come close to Clockwork. One of his best feats was to create his own time dimension, which is impressive, but nowhere as close as Clockwork's own feats. So how will a fight with Goku turn out? Well, here's what I think. Clockwork can do a number of things. He can shoot a beam at Goku, which will revert the Saiyan back to his base form and immobilize him, or rapidly accelerate Goku's aging in seconds and turn him into dust. And before you ask, yes, I do believe Clockwork can do the latter. Considering what we have seen his time beams do, can you honestly say he can't do that? Even another alternate evil version of Ben was able to do that, though that version didn't have an Omnitrix. But even in the slim chance that Clockwork can't do this, he can just freeze time. Keep in mind that we haven't seen Goku break out of Hate's time cage. But even if he can, this will be different since, as you can see here, Clockwork doesn't need to strain himself or put any real effort into it. However, if you're still in doubt with that, remember that Clockwork can also reverse time, so really he can either revert Goku's body back to pre-Namek Saga Goku, or worse, or constantly rewind time to throw Goku off his game until he can defeat him in battle. So there you have it, 4 Ben 10 aliens that can beat Goku in a fight. I gave this list a lot of thought. For instance, Vampire and Excellent were amongst the aliens before I removed them entirely. Goku can beat them regardless of what they can do to him, so there was no point of even giving them a honorable mention. And this is where I end this video. Do you agree or disagree with the list? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. This is Max from Facts and Fiction Studios, and I'll see you next time.